Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video, guys. It's finally been announced. Gyökeres is finally an Arsenal player. He's just been confirmed. He's finally been announced. I know a few days ago we did get the here we go, but of course until the club announces, until you see him wear the Arsenal shirt, nothing is ever truly done. And Viktor Gyökeres is finally an Arsenal player. What a transfer saga this has been. This has been going on for what, 3 weeks almost. From one point, from it looking like a here we go in less than 2 days to then, it being dragged out for another 3 weeks. 2 points. We're seeing, threats from Sporting Lisbon, the president saying that he doesn't want to sell, to reports from Portugal saying that the transfer is on the verge of collapsing. Even myself and a lot of Arsenal fans thought to themselves, is this deal ever going to be done? And even myself, I had so many doubts about this deal. I thought, the way Arsenal were haggling over some fees, add-ons, I really thought to myself, oh my god, we're probably not even going to end up signing this guy. He's going to go somewhere else and probably destroy it. And when he does go to another club, we're going to be regretting it, thinking to ourselves, why didn't we just pay the extra fee? And yeah, but finally, man, I'm so happy it's finally come to an end. He will be wearing the number 14 shirt, the iconic Thierry Henry number. And I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him. The fact that he chose the number 14 shirt just shows to you where his mentality is. This guy is ready to take Arsenal to win the Premier League. Of course, that is the whole point of this signing. A 27-year-old prime. The objective is clear: take us to the Premier League title. So we have high standards for him. Hopefully 20 Premier League goals, but we want him to make an impact, and I'm sure he will. Now with Viktor Gyökeres, of course, the transfer wasn't so smooth. There were a lot of compromises. You had the whole gentleman agreement. And one thing about Viktor Gyökeres and this transfer is how much Viktor Gyökeres has done. Like this, I've never seen a transfer. I can't remember the last transfer where a player has done so much within their control to push this transfer through. Like this guy, he let go of his salary, whatever was owed by Sporting Lisbon. He said he doesn't want it to help the transfer go through. His agent lowered the commission. I think the agent probably let go of all of the commission or how much ever it was, just so this transfer could go through. Viktor Gyökeres has moved mountains to make this transfer happen, and I think because of that, not just like every transfer deserves our support, this signing deserves more of our support. He has shown you how much he wants to play for Arsenal. This is a player that is willing. Like when you talk about players that are going to fight for the badge, this is a prime example of that. Football, a sport, an industry that's ruined, so slowly just being focused on so much money, agent fees, player salary. For a player and an agent to accept a lower salary, to accept removing the commission, just shows you how much Viktor Gyökeres himself and the agent wanted this deal to go through. And I'm so happy, because at one point, like I said, it literally looked like this transfer was going to collapse. But finally, we got our missing piece. We finally got the striker that we've been looking for 2 years, and it was a long journey, but finally we got it. There were so many targets along the way. You got the Seskos, you had the Watkins, you had the Osmans. There were so many targets. At one point of the summer, it looked like we were going to get Sesko. It looked like we were in advanced talk with Sesko. Suddenly, all the rumors went quiet, and Viktor Gyökeres, his news suddenly started speeding up. And then we got the Fabrizio Romano, we got the David Ornstein, and now he has signed for us. Now, if you remember Sporting Lisbon, we did play them against Sporting Lisbon last season. Although we beat them 5-1 comfortably, one player really stood out, and that was Viktor Gyökeres. Even though he didn't score, I remember watching him in that game, and he stood out because of his mentality and his drive in that game. This guy was not letting one ball not be chased on. This guy was giving Gabriel and Saliba a headache. Every loose ball, every 50, this guy was on it. And I'm 100% sure this guy will succeed. He's a good penalty taker. That is something we need. And he's a guy that looks like he embraces pressure. You've seen our Sporting Lisbon. You've seen it. He's taking the number 14. This guy embraces pressure. And that is something we need at Arsenal. We need players that are hungry. Players that don't hide from the pressure. Because over many years, we've had players that want to hide from the pressure. But this guy, he looks like he's open to all the pressure. Whether it's the number 14, whether it's stepping up a penalty in the 90th minute, Viktor Gyökeres will step up, and I'm so happy we finally got this signing. Now the transfer fee, I don't even know how much it was. I think it was like what, 60 million pounds, which is a really good fee. 60 million pounds in a market where Ekatike is going for 80 million pounds, or God knows. You got Oli Watkins being bidded for 62, whatever it was, for a prime 27-year-old that scored 97 goals in the last 2 years. being signed for around £60 million is an absolute bargain and a steal. And considering the fact that he wants to play for Arsenal, because why do you want to sign a player that doesn't want to play? Why are we on our knees for the likes of Isaac, Sesko? These players are not, their focus is not Arsenal. Even though they may be open to moving to Arsenal, their focus is not Arsenal, because if it was, they would push for a transfer just like this guy did. Their focus on why are we on our knees for a different player. Let's support the one who wanted to play for us, which is Viktor Gyökeres. Let's give him the praise he deserves. Let's give him the support that he deserves, because he has done so much for this transfer to go through. I cannot remember the last time a player has gone on a strike, threatened legal action, God said, I'm not joining your club, I'm not going to come anymore at Sporting Lisbon. He rejected Man United, he rejected the Saudi clubs. His priority was clear, it was Arsenal, and I'm so happy that he has joined, and I can't wait to see him play. It will probably, the first game will probably be Spurs, and what a story it will be if he was to score that his first goal against Tottenham. I think he will be off to the to Singapore today. Maybe, who knows, he's probably at Singapore as we speak, because I think the medical was done yesterday, and it was no surprise the deal was supposed to be announced today. I've seen the announcement video, by the way. That announcement video is rubbish. Honestly, that announcement video is rubbish. A simple voiceover. But I understand that it's probably late at night, they have to quickly get it done so they can fly him out. But what a crap announcement video. Like, that is something you could have just done, I don't even know, in the park. A simple voiceover, lights are turned off. What a crap announcement video. What kind of media team did we hire? And every single transfer this season was like that. But yeah, guys, that's just my thoughts. Welcome to Arsenal, Viktor Gyökeres. Welcome. I hope you enjoy. I hope you deliver, and I'm sure you will deliver. But yeah, we finally got Viktor Gyökeres through the door. But if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.